See, one thing I have learned, you can't always control the pain, the betrayal, the loss, the abandonment, but you can decide to stop letting it bind you. Let me tell you something I had to learn the hard way. Being unbound isn't just about what you walk away from, it's about what you allow yourself to walk into. And so I'm going to share with you this story that I read in the Bible. And I don't know if you know the story of Lazarus, but I went back and I was reading the story of Lazarus again. But this time when I read the story of Lazarus, something clicked. If we go back in the Bible, and I love to talk about the Bible, Jesus calls him out of the tomb and he comes back to life. If you don't know the story of Lazarus, he was dead, and there was some upset with Jesus because it was Mary and Martha's brother, but he had died. And so when Jesus comes to the tomb again, he calls him back to life. But then Jesus says, unbind him and let him go. When I read that, that really got to me, because even though Lazarus was alive, he was still bound. And Jesus had to tell somebody to go get those grave clothes off him. And that's when it hit me. You can be gifted, you can be anointed, and you can be even healed. But if you're still wrapped up in fear, doubt, shame, or approval addiction, your potential will stay stuck. If we think about it, some of us are bound by comparison. Some of us are bound by perfectionism. Some of us are even bound by fear of success and old identities. So today it's time to unbind your potential. It's time to stop editing your calling because of other people's comfort. And so in order for us to begin to unbind our potential, we have to recognize what's wrapping us. We have to stop making our limitations our identity. We have to learn to give ourselves permission to be free. So tonight, this is your permission slip to stop waiting. You've been called, you've been chosen, and you've been carved out by God himself. And the only thing stopping you from walking in it is what you're still tied to.